And welcome back to North of the Broad. Jonathan Haupt has joined me as our next guest, actually our final guest on this program. As you know, he's Executive Director of the Pat Conroy Literary Center. Good to see you again, Jonathan.
You too, Robin.
How's your summer going?
It's going incredibly well, yes.
You actually have two events today.
We
tonight.
do, in fact, yes. Two more author events this evening. So always something going on at our Conroy Center.
Right.
Lots for people to get involved with.
But we're going to look forward.
Yes.
And we're going to look at August the 8th, which is going to be the Children's Book Fair. Is
yes.
that the Children's
That's right.
Book Fair.
Mm-hmm.
So and you have this wonderful author that's going to be your keynoter, right?
We do. This is an annual event for the Conroy Center. We took a break during the pandemic, so that always throws the math off. But I think this is year 5. I think this is the 5th time we've done a children's book fair. And it's a chance to highlight all of the amazing children's book authors and illustrators who are right here in the Low Country in Beaufort County, but also to bring in some folks from elsewhere to sort of augment the day. And that's the case with my friend Dinah Johnson, who's the author of this beautiful book, Indigo Dreaming, which is actually about a little girl from the South Carolina Low Country who's imagining life on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, where simultaneously there's a little girl imagining life on the other side, which is our side of the ocean.
How special.
So it's an interwoven story of these two girls sort of imagining what life on the other side of the ocean might be.
I love the cover.
It's beautiful. The artwork's incredible. Yes.
So tell me about the author. What is she? She's not from this area.
She's from South Carolina. She has a lot of connections here. She's the author of maybe 10 or so books now at this point, many of them award winners. She teaches at USC in Columbia, and she's been a big part of literary life in the state for a long time, but she actually hasn't done a lot of events here in Beaufort. So this is our chance to introduce Dinah and her books to a Low Country audience at our new location this year. So we'll be out at the Port Royal Sound Foundation Maritime Center in their brand new Weezie Educational Pavilion.
I saw that in my notes and I didn't know that existed. So
you've probably driven by it a bunch of times and haven't noticed it yet, but because that location is more or less the center of the community, I think, or the county, I should say, I think it's going to become a really popular destination for events that people want to come to from Hilton Head, Beaufort, and everywhere in between.
Now, the Children's Book Fair there's partners with you.
There
so talk about the partners.
Yes, absolutely. So the Maritime Center obviously is a big partner, but we have here in Beaufort County the only children's bookstore in the whole state of South Carolina, and that is the Storybook Shoppe, which is owned by our friend Sally Sue Levine. So she'll be out there. We have a dozen children's book author and illustrators from our local community, and the students of DAYLO, the Diversity Awareness Youth Literacy Organization, will be there doing a teddy bear picnic, a read-aloud event, as they do first Saturday at the Port Royal Farmers Market every month as well.
And this event is on a Tuesday from 10 to 2?
It is, yes. The Maritime Center has an existing story time once a month, so we're augmenting the Tuesday they were going to do that event anyway with a much, much larger event now.
And the Camp Conroy book, which is it's not here yet,
or
we would have held it. It's on its way.
Yes,
will also debut.
That's right. So our Camp Conroy, our 2-week summer camp, the goal is to produce a book. That book has now been published, and it is on its way to Beaufort right now. So it will make its public debut at the Children's Book Fair. It's called All Hands on Deck.
Because it was a pirate theme.
That's right. We had a Treasure Island theme, and the kids fell in love with pirates. So a lot of the book, not all of the book, but a lot of it is pirate related.
Okay, very good. So again, talk about how the day is structured. So is it different breakouts or just one speaker after another? How does it?
You can come at any point during the day from 10 to 2 and be guaranteed you're going to get to meet 12 amazing authors. But at 11 o'clock specifically is when Dinah Johnson is going to do a reading from Indigo Dreaming, from her book. And then at several points throughout the day, maybe ongoing, depending on our audience, the students from DAYLO will be reading from books that they've selected for the day as well.
So is it for families? Is it for children? Who's the audience?
All of the above. We've done this 5 years in a row, and we've seen grandparents show up with no grandchild, but eager to buy books for the next visit. So that happens a lot. But the core audience is definitely families with young kids, say in that 3rd to 5th grade range, for whom a lot of these picture books are geared. But we also have some books for slightly older readers as well. Susan Diamond Riley, who lives and writes on Hilton Head, who does a mystery series Her books are for middle grade students. So
Okay.
there's definitely multiple levels of sophistication among the books that we'll be showcasing that day.
Sounds like a wonderful day.
It's so much fun.
I know.
Yes.
Well, thank you for being with us, Jonathan Haupt, as you know, Executive Director of the Pat Conroy Literary Center. And we appreciate all of you for joining us. And remember, you can come visit the Conroy Center. It is open
Thursday through Sunday, noon to 4.
Noon to 4.
Private tours almost every other day with a little
right.
advance warning.
And
So-
if you have not been here, it is absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank you,
As
Robin.
you are, Jonathan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all for joining us.